We met several times with Madeleine Albright, and she mentioned that there will be 4 countries where the destiny of the world will be decided, and Ukraine is one of the countries. So I agree.
Nigeria, Colombia, and Indonesia.
Yeah, so I agree with Madeleine Albright. I would like to say that after more than 70 years of being in Soviet prison, Ukraine renewed independence, and now we are security guarantor for the democracy globally. So this is optimism. So actually, after Ukraine defeating Russia, I'm even more optimistic. Because if today we discuss that next year Halifax Forum could meet in Yalta, I think we could meet not even in Yalta. We could meet somewhere in Bashkortostan, Tatarstan, Yakutia, meet Rzya people, Udmurtia, and others. So this is the dream, because it's about human rights, it's about dignity, it's about defending the rights of these indigenous people. And I'm thankful to Halifax for the first Hala dinner when we have this voice of indigenous people. And I'm honored to meet a representative of Uyghurs here. So actually, summarizing, don't be afraid. This is the quote of President Biden in Warsaw, the quote of St. Paul, but don't be afraid, actually, to recognize your mistake. I saw some American faces when my friend were mentioning the failure that the US betrayed in Afghanistan. So actually, sometimes it's really important to be brave, to recognize, because the success would have been happen if the West prevent the genocide in Ukraine. Yeah. And not now building the coalitions, thinking how to delay this weapon because of lack of strategy on Russia, on China. Ukraine defeating Russia is weakening China. So this is, I'm kindly asking, don't be afraid to recognize your failures and actually that your deterrence strategy of Russia also failed. And actually, I want to add optimism. Also, don't be afraid to dream bigger, to have big dreams. My dream is one day to visit Red Square in Moscow, and we will be opening 2 memorials on the genocide, Holodomor from last century made by Stalin, and second genocide made by current totalitarian regime. So this is only by not just reparations matter, international tribunal, but also Russian Sikh society is a problem. Because Russian Sikh society allowed Putin grow into the totalitarian regime. So Russia, through repentance and establishing these monuments, this is how they will recognize that millions of people were killed in last century and now. So this is the way to go.